Do you hear that? Those precious noises might be no longer if the world continues as we know it. Wildlife extinction is endangering millions of species all over the globe. In fact, about 90% of primates, the group that contains monkeys, lemurs, lorids, galagos, tarsiers, and apes, as well as humans, live in tropical forests, which are fast disappearing.
Now that is alarming.
It's not just primates either. More than 28,000 kinds of species are threatened with extinction presently, and it's happening all around the world.
Wait, how do we know this? Who's keeping track?
There are organizations dedicated to tracking statistics like these. For example, the IUCN, or the International Union for Conservation of Nature, has been keeping a list of threatened species worldwide since 1964. By compiling data worldwide, that list has become, and I quote from National Geographic, the preeminent global database of endangered life and an essential tool for conservation policy. But the damage to many species has not even been uncovered. The IUCN has only been able to assess about 106,000 species of the more than 1.5 million species of animals, and more than 300,000 plants that scientists have described and named, which they estimate is less than a quarter of what's really out there.
That's bad. What's posing the greatest threat to these animals?
Humans. Our species are their single greatest enemy. Because of our expansion into their habitats for housing, agriculture, commerce, we are driving these animals out of their homes, and they have nowhere to go. Other than that, fishing, hunting, poaching, they all deal heavy blows to these threatened species. Oh, look! Our interview's ready. You guys know the drill by now. Take it away, Edwin.
I am currently present on Earth, home of many beautiful creatures that contribute to ecosystems around the world. Here, I'm with Ted Koch, a biologist who retired from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in August 2018, who has seen the potential of recovery efforts up close. Now, Ted, what is the biggest challenge for endangered species management in the West?
The greatest issue with endangered species management and related land management in the West is a lack of effective communication. My job, and the mission of the service and the purpose of the ESA, or Endangered Species Act, is working with others to conserve the ecosystems upon which we and all other species depend. I can say that to the most hardened, crusty, ESA-hating rancher, logger, or miner, and they will all agree that that is a noble goal.
I hope they would. Now I'm wondering, how does political influence affect the ability of agencies to save species?
Well, I'll start by saying that happens far less often than most people would like to think. In fact, in the last 2 years of my career overseeing 160 endangered species in 4 states in the Southwest, we put up maybe a couple dozen Endangered Species Act listing decisions, and I was never rolled on any of those recommendations.
I see. Well, in the end, why should we care about saving the endangered species?
The conservation of endangered species is important for humans as well. A well-balanced ecosystem purifies the environment, giving us clean air to breathe, a healthy water system to support diverse marine life, and an arable land for agricultural production.
Good point, Ted. Now let's go back to Larry to wrap it up.
Amazing facts, Ted. Well, let us look no further. Wildlife extinction is truly harming our world. What can we do to stop it? Well, glad you asked. As an individual, you can make a difference by learning about and raising awareness about endangered species in your area and across the globe. A sustainable way to do that is to get involved as a volunteer, partnering with governments and organizations on existing projects. Not only is this a great way to learn about wildlife conservation, but you'll gain hands-on professional experience, which can be difficult to obtain.
Great idea, Larry. That truly is a valuable opportunity for those interested in scientific research and wildlife conservation. It also makes a positive impact on our world, which is very, very admirable. What can we say? Here at Environmental Enthusiasts, we influence others to make a change.
Indeed! But before we leave today, we have a special message to you, the viewer. This is the last episode of Environmental Enthusiasts. We've come a long way from saving polar bears at the poles to educating the public on space debris.
And along the journey, we've even learned a lot ourselves. Thank you for coming along with us for the ride. We hope you viewers well in the future.
Bye!